In our last tutorial session, we duplicated the second floor gen element drawing, the third and the fourth floor gen element drawing from the first floor gen element drawing, and after duplication, we made some edits to the drawing to denote the features of this second, third, and fourth floor gen element drawing. In this tutorial session, we are going to duplicate the ground floor gen element drawing from the first floor gen element drawing. So to do this, I'm going to select all of these objects on the ground floor gen element drawing except the headings because I don't want it removed. I'm also going to unselect this column here by holding down my shift key on my keyboard and clicking on it because I want to use the column as a reference object to duplicate my ground floor gen element drawing from my first floor gen element drawing. Now I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard to delete the selected object. Now I will select the object I want to duplicate from the first floor gen element drawing. I'll select all the objects except the heading of the first floor gen element drawing. And see the heading is unselected while other objects are selected. I'm also going to unselect this column because I don't want it duplicated. I'll use the copy command on my ribbon in the home tab and use the base point at the top left corner of this structural wall as my reference. I'll paste it at the top left corner of this structural wall here. So I have pasted the ground floor gen element drawing from the first floor gen element drawing. Our structural floor level equals to 600. Remember in our previous tutorial, I told you that the ground floor has two floor elevations, the 600 and the 445. It's shown here, the 600 and the 445. So I'm going to edit the heading to denote this 600 and 0 plus 445. I'll move the text objects, move it a bit to the left to centralize the text on the heading. Then I'm also going to select all the objects again and move it to the left because of this overlapping of the column schedule on the first floor plan. I'll move it to a bit to the left. So I've moved the object now. Now I will zoom in to my ground floor plan gen element drawing. The ground floor gen elements, the ground floor rests on foundation walls and on the earth. It does not rest on any beam. It's not a suspended floor. So I'm going to make an edit to all these beam label. I'll change it to foundation wall details. Also on the slab information provide the tags provided to denote the slab on the ground floor slab. You should know that the ground floor slab is supported on the ground and foundation wall. It is not a suspended floor. So we don't need spanning arrow information on our ground floor gen element drawing. So I'm going to select it, hit delete, select it, hit delete, select it, hit delete, 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 pan, select, delete. Also select this single spanning arrow here, delete, 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 delete. According to the architectural drawing, I want to take you to a section drawing on the architectural drawing. From the architectural specification, they want the structural slab to be 150 mm thick. I don't have any problem with this specification. because the slab is supported on the earth and it's not actually a main structural element. The rebar, the reinforcement that we are going to provide in the ground floor slab will be wire mesh. We don't need to provide um, normal size reinforcement bars for the ground floor slab. So I'm going to change our slab our slab thickness label to 150. Yeah. So I'm going to double click on it and change it to 150 thick. I'm going to delete other 200 on other panels in the design. I'm going to select it and delete. I will select, 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 and delete. Then I will select this text to duplicate it at the other slab region. I will click on copy using this base point at this corner of the structural wall. I will paste it here. I will duplicate it here, duplicate here, duplicate here. I will duplicate here. I will copy. I will select this text again, and I also duplicate it using this base point here for this slab region here. Let me deactivate my auto command on my status bar. So I'll duplicate it here. I'll duplicate here, 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 and finally here. As I said earlier at the beginning of this tutorial, the elevation are 600 and 445. So this slab region at between A to B are at 600 structural elevation, while the slab region between B to D, that is the balcony area and the staircase region, are 445 structural elevation. So I'm going to edit this text to 0.600 structural slab level. I'm going to select all these texts and delete them and duplicate it with my first label. So I'll hit delete on my keyboard. I will select this text to duplicate it using this base point, using this base point, using this base point, using this base point, using this point. I'll do that for all. Now I've edited my slab labels for the ground floor general arrangement drawing. Now the last edit, okay, not the last edit. I want you to know that this is a slab at 600. The slab between A and B is a slab at elevation 600, and between B and D is a slab of elevation 445. Okay, this elevation tag is supposed to be 445, not 600. So I'm going to change the edit once more to 445. I made a mistake. I will select this 445, 445, 445, 445, 445. So I've made the edit. So for this slab surface here, this edge here is an external region. So it's not supposed to be denoted by hidden line property. It's supposed to be denoted by a solid line property. So I'm going to select this line here, and I will use the match property. to transfer the solid property to the outer region of the 600 elevation slab. You note that the 600 elevation slab is 155 above the 445 elevation slab. So the last edit I'm going to make on this drawing will be for the beam labels. As said earlier, the slab is supported on foundation walls, not on beam. So I'm going to change this label to, I'm going to edit it and change the text to 230 mm 230 mm wide block wall, foundation wall. It's 230 mm wide block wall. I'm going to select the text. I want the label to be smaller, so I'll change the text height. I'll click on property, change the text height to say 250. Okay. So I'm going to select this text here, select this text here, select this text here, hit delete on my keyboard. I will duplicate my foundation wall label here. And I'll paste it at the foundation wall at grid line B, at grid line B, at grid line C, and at grid line D. Hit escape to end the command. You will note that this elevation label interferes with my column label here. I'm going to move it a bit to the left, to the right. So I've done that now. What I did for the labels in the horizontal grid, I'll do it for the vertical grid. I will double click this label here and edit to edit the text 230 mm wide foundation block wall. I will apply the I will select this text and I'll change the height the text height to 250. I will close the property tab. So we already have labels for each of the wall at 2, 3, with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm going to do, okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to select each of the label and delete it from the drawing. From the drawing. So I'll duplicate this foundation wall label here using the copy command and using this base point. I'll duplicate it here, I'll duplicate it here, duplicate it here, duplicate it here, do the same thing here, and finally here. I'm going to change this label here to 230 mm wide block wall. Remember, I want my text height property to be 150, so I'm going to apply match property from this text. So I'll type MA on my keyboard and I'll apply it. And the label interferes with my column label, so I'm going to move it upward a bit. Then I'll delete this text. I'll delete this text, delete this text. I'll select and delete the text. Copy this duplicate this label at other region of the drawing. I'll duplicate this here. I'll duplicate this. It's difficult because of my snapping node. Okay, duplicate it there. Put it here. We have some interference here, overlap of the column label and the foundation wall label. So I'll move the text downward a bit. Okay. This I will edit it to 230 wide block wall, and I will apply match property to reduce the text height to 250. So now I have edited the ground floor plan join element drawing. In our next tutorial, we are going to edit the section drawing, or maybe let me use the word withdraw, because the section drawing is very different from the section drawing for the ground floor plan is very different from the section drawing from the suspended slab. Thank you for watching the video.